We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back. Sorry, everyone. Oh, hang on. My screen's all shitty. There we go.
Well, hopefully we're back to we're back to stay.
Well, you'll notice I left it there for a few minutes on the resuming soon screen because I wanted to make sure that it didn't do its spinny thing. And
yeah,
no, we're good.
Yeah.
We're good.
So it's more important than ever that if you're watching, please get in the chat and say we're watching.
Yeah, we're back.
Still with you.
Yeah. Please, anyone?
Yeah. Anyone out there?
Yeah.
So yeah, a different time slot. So far we completely cocked it up.
Well, as I was explaining to you, Ted, my network resets every week anyway. I do a full reset of the router and all the Wi-Fi access points around here to make sure everything works fine and stays up to date, and it gets to do firmware updates and all that stuff, usually on a Tuesday night. But I guess today was a bit of an anomaly because I don't normally have to do that. But it seems to be fine now, so maybe I'll start scheduling an internet reset before we do the show on a Friday, just to be sure, to make that part of the routine.
Yeah.
Which I can do, 100%.
Yep. Sounds technical. I'll agree.
Yeah, just nod and agree. That's fine.
Yeah, nod and agree.
Yep, good. And so we're back. New time. A short recap for anyone that missed the first part. I'm tired. Ted's tired. New time. There you go. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh dear. And now I'm hungry. Should have eaten something. Never mind.
Yeah, I ate.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Do you know what I haven't got here in the studio? I haven't got any snacks.
No.
I always have some snacks. I've got an empty biscuit tin.
Mm-hmm.
That's no help.
No. Oh, sorry.
No.
I thought there was more. You're like, I've got an empty biscuit tin. I'm like, yes. No, that's it.
I've got an empty biscuit tin. It's empty. Do you hear the story of the old empty biscuit tin?
I was just thinking that.
There was nothing in it.
There was nothing in it.
Oh, dear.
Dad's Army, for those who don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
Talking of the classic, talking of A, the classics, and B, the Army.
Yep.
Do you know what I've been rewatching?
Is it Dad's Army?
No, it's not.
No?
Although I have done that quite a few times. No, I've been rewatching Soldier.
All right.
Do you remember Soldier?
I do. I know of it, and I remember of it. If that's a phrase. But I do not remember ever watching it.
Yeah. So I'm sort of restreaming the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I think I'm up to series 6 now.
Okay.
So not bad for about a week.
Wow, you're busy.
Well, it's become my thing of choice. So there's a spare moment. I'll see what old Paddy Garvey and Dave Tucker are up to.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I've been. That's what I've been watching.
I work with a guy called Dave Tucker.
Do you really?
I really do. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. He's one of my engineers.
All right. Well, perhaps you need to do your little. You need to do your good old NCO thing and start saying Tucker.
Maybe I should watch Soldier, and then I understand the reference, and then I can do that.
Yes, you should do. Yeah.
So I can make sure I emulate the NCO correctly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. No, I never watched it. I remember seeing like adverts for it when I was younger. What was it? BBC? Was it ITV? I was saying ITV.
I think it was ITV actually.
Yeah. But so I remember seeing adverts for it. But I never watched it, and I don't even remember what the adverts contained, what the content was of the commercial.
Yeah.
I just know the name Soldier.
Yeah, so it ran from 1991 to 1997.
Oh, okay.
That's not that long, really, is it?
6-7 years.
Well, I suppose so.
I mean, assuming it was like,
I'll tell you what is quite interesting, though.
Yep.
You might appreciate this, is noticing how the uniforms are kind of changed. Because, I mean, most people wouldn't notice this, but from 91 to 97, so far, we've got to the point of so obviously it's DPM. It's not the new stuff, but it's but they kind of start out and their webbing. They got the old 58 pattern.
Yeah, yeah, classic OG.
Yeah,
OG 58s. Love it.
Yeah, but actually, you know, when 58 was still being used in Ango, as it were, and then it goes over to what is it, PLCE,
PLCE,
in green, and then they've got the DPM stuff, and then they've got the smocks with the zip, and the two zippy pockets, so those are just coming in at the moment, season 6 or something.
Okay.
So I'm interested to know, because it goes to 97. I'm interested to, because I have no recollection now. I mean, I remember vaguely a lot of episodes and bits and pieces, but I don't remember detail. So I'm waiting to see on the last series whether or not they're in Soldier 95.
Oh yeah, by 1997.
Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, with a lot of stuff like that, though, it still took a while to distribute everywhere, didn't it?
Yeah, but the infantry would have it first.
True.
I'm sure they probably want to follow it, but we'll see. I'll report back next week.
Yeah, please do. Yeah. But for anyone who doesn't understand what the hell we're talking about, was it PLCE, personal load carrying equipment? So it was the stuff that go over your shoulder, and it was attached to a belt, and that go around your waist, and it had all the pouches on for your ammo and your water bottle and your mess tins. And I don't know, did people actually carry mess tins in their webbing? Because it felt like the wrong place to put your mess tins. But I remember I used to have water bottles in there, snacks.
Snacks.
Well, in lieu of carrying ammunition, because
absolutely. You know, plenty of space for.
There was lots of space for snacks
and snacks, packet of cigarettes, rolled up newspaper.
Yeah, cigarettes used to go in there as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's a lie. Cigarettes used to go in the zip pocket in my on my 95s. Yeah, and then so when we say 58 and 95, that's just like the year the pattern of uniform and equipment was released. So 58 pound was 1958, Soldier 95 was 1995.
Yeah,
etc. etc. And then DPM, disruptive pattern material. This is bringing back a lot of memories for me, Ted.
Yeah.
I'm actually quite enjoying this small piece of nostalgia.
Yeah, but there is a lot of nostalgia in there, because they've got stripes, but they've got stripes on their arm.
Yeah,
stripes on the arm.
Yeah, on a brassard. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're still in use now. Certainly in like the household division, they still use them for their barrack dress.
Yeah.
But now Combat Soldier 95.
Yeah. Where it got really confusing with the difference between a CSM and a major, because you're like, hang on, how big is that crown? How big is that crown compared to that person or that rank slide?
Well, I noted on some of them they'd have like a pentagon behind the crown if it was a major to make it stand out a little bit more. But I didn't notice that right away. It was I only ever noticed it.
Yeah,
like later on.
But I think that depends on the regiment.
Because
they don't naturally have that, but then some of them have something. So they have the same kind of thing behind the pip as well.
Yes.
So there we go.
Yeah.
This is really niche.
Really is.
Really niche stuff.
I mean, maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to turn this show into a military history show. And just talk military stuff.
Why not? I mean, we don't have any. Nobody watches anyway. So...
This is true.
Well, that's true. Yeah. But anyway, do you know what I was thinking? I'm not going to go on about Soldier. Right? I like it. Go and watch it.
I might just do that.
And listeners, viewers, if you're there, who knows? You may have got fed up with the coming back soon thing. But if you're watching it, go and watch Soldier, and then come back and then get in the chat next time and let me know what you think of it. But it's nice to have that sort of nostalgia. And you know what? I was thinking, Soldier, nostalgia, bring those two together. Well, as far as I'm concerned, that can only mean one thing. Thanks for the memories. Are you playing it?
Yeah.
Thanks for the memories.
And we're back.
Right, brilliant.
Slick. How slick was that, everybody?
Yeah. So thanks to the memories. Yeah. Do you know what? We should talk about more old TV stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
But no, that was quite fun to watch that. Do you know what I was watching before that? And this is going to be another one that's probably before your time. Which was Lovejoy.
Yeah, never watched it.
Yeah, I watched I rewatched Lovejoy from start to finish. Again, I think there was probably about 6 series or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my hobby now. It's nostalgia TV because it's so much better than any of the crap they make now.
I tend to agree. I think the problem I have when it comes to nostalgia is, I think I've said this before, I've fallen very firmly into binge culture. And one thing I'm struggling to do is binge watch old TV. It's just not designed for binge watching.
Yeah.
And I really struggle with that. Unless, of course, it is a show that I absolutely loved and I still love even to this day. And I was thinking about it as you were talking about Soldier. I was like, actually, if I want realistic military drama, I'm going to Sharp. I'm literally going to go and watch Sharp.
Oh, do you know what? That might be because I never really got into that, or I never really properly watched it. So
I love
maybe when I finish with Soldier, I'll go on to Sharp.
Yeah,
that's a good shout, actually.
Sharp is a commitment, but Sharp is a commitment that if you just think to yourself, well, I've had dinner, I've put the kid to bed, whatever, and I've got a couple of hours before I go to bed, you can just watch an episode of Sharp.
Yeah,
that'll take up the entire time, and you won't achieve anything else. Yeah. But no, I love Sharp. Sharp is awesome. And yeah, it's one of them shows, even though, again, made in the 90s, I can just go back and watch it over and over again.
Yeah.
And the same with Hornblower. I guess it's just to do with like the writing and the production. I just really enjoy it. Whereas like I tried to go and binge another realistic historical military drama, Dad's Army. I did try and binge that once, and it was not good.
I think. Yeah, your point on that was it's the same jokes.
Yeah, it's the same jokes over and over.
And I think it's probably different with the drama. So it's going to be easier to kind of binge something that's drama because you don't have that kind of catchphrase thing or here we go, here's the same sort of setup. And of course with a sitcom, sitcoms are formulaic anyway, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
I mean, by their very nature, it's a situation that everybody finds themselves in. They're stuck together, and then there's some sort of caper or something that happens, or usually some kind of misunderstanding, which could have been easily cleared up in the first 5 minutes.
Yep.
But then, pretty much speaks to the whole story.
Yeah. I mean, there's a couple of sitcoms. Okay, they're American sitcoms, but there are a couple of sitcoms I can binge watch. Whitney is one of them, starring Whitney Cummings. Rules of Engagement, I can easily binge watch that. I just find it very funny. But I guess, like, again, it's some of the old, like really old stuff. I struggle with it. Like I say, I like Dad's Army. I won't say I love it, and it's not a go-to if I fancy something funny to watch. Same with Porridge and Open All Hours and all those old British comedies. Yeah, they don't really do it for me these days. Some of the jokes are funny, but a lot of them are not.
The thing I think I particularly like about Lovejoy and Soldier is that they're within my time.
Yeah.
But also old. So it's all relatable, but it's all, oh, look at that car. I've forgotten all about that. Or, it was, I don't know, just things that I remember. But like I say, with the uniforms, it's like, oh yeah, they got 58 pattern webbing.
Yeah,
I remember some 58. Get that wet, you were screwed.
Yes, you were.
Yeah,
it was not waterproof at all.
Just stuff like that, and like I say, cars on the street, and what people used to wear.
Yeah.
Not, like long time ago. Like I get that. I get with Sharp that would be a good thing to watch, and I'll come to that. But that's not quite the same.
No, it's not the same.
You can have nostalgia for the first time you watched it, or maybe who you watched it with, or something like that. But yeah, I think something sort of. I think probably 90s is about right. Really, that's the time I think. Oh yeah, it's good back then.
Yeah,
good times.
I mean, TV that I watched when I was growing up, when I was able to, was Power Rangers. And believe me, I've tried to rewatch that, and it is not good. It is very cringeworthy. But again, it's a kids show, and I'm now an adult, so it's and I figured this bit out. Things that are generally meant for kids are not very good when you're an adult. But that's because they're meant for kids. And the other bit, well, what was the other thing I watched? Oh, and anything else that I watched was whatever my parents wanted to watch. So, or maybe even Saturday morning cartoons. But even though if I ever catch a clip, or I'm just like, oh my god, that's bad.
Talking to Soldier, there was another thing that was on around about that sort of time, and it was London's Burning. And I remember my parents used to call it Fireman.
Yeah.
Like Soldier.
Wait, did they do the same with Casualty? Did they call it Doctor?
No, they didn't. No, they called it Casualty. Yeah.
Okay. So Casualty, I remember. Yeah, Casualty, I remember watching. My parents used to like watching Casualty.
Yeah. I think you'd have to be a special kind of Casualty fan to go and watch that from the beginning.
Definitely,
yeah. That'd be like trying to watch Coronation Street from the beginning.
I was like, could you imagine? I was just thinking that. Could you imagine binging Coronation Street from the very beginning? Oh, Jesus!
Especially as it's literally a continuing drama. So you've still got it to go. Like, for example, now if you could pick something else, you could go with like Brookside, because at least there's an end to it.
Is there?
Eldorado? Okay. Eldorado didn't last long. You could binge watch Eldorado.
Okay, never watched it.
Yeah, it was like it was the sort of like Brookside, but for Spain or something.
Okay, Brookside for Spain. Okay, it was a Spanish soap opera. Was it actually a Spanish show, or was it?
No, it was a British. It was all about expats doing things like eating full English breakfast in the sun and that.
An all-day breakfast in the sun.
Oh, I'm going to get hungry again now.
Yeah, I'm still hungry.
I've eaten. Yeah,
I'm still hungry. So I find it's weird though when you. There was a show my mum watched, and I can't remember what it was now. But it was a British-made show, British actors, but it was based in Finland. And like all the characters are supposed to be Finnish, but you're just like, but you're all talking with an English accent. Like, it was very weird to me. I can't remember what that was. Again, it was a cop drama, and they were all carrying guns, and because that was what kind of caught my eye. I was like, hang on a minute, these are British cops with guns. You know, like as if they were American or something. But no, it turned out they were supposed to be Finnish. If anyone knows in the chat, please let me know. I can't remember what it is.
There's another one actually. Bergerac.
Okay, never watched it.
That's another classic from sort of 80s, 90s. Same sort of vibe. Again, cop show. Right. But that was based on a detective living in Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
The old Great British tax haven.
Yeah.
Jersey.
Yeah.
That's Jersey, America, not New Jersey. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the original.
Yeah. That's it. OG Jersey.
OG Jersey. OG York.
Yeah.
OG. What else have they got?
New
Jersey, New York.
They've got loads of them. New England. Yeah, it's a whole space. Old England.
Yeah, give it the whole thing.
Yeah.
Might be better than Old England, actually.
New England. It's got some nice places.
Mm.
They all talk funny out there, though.
Yeah.
Talk with weird accents.
Yeah. Sounds like England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a comedy show for you. Get someone from New England with their New England accent and shove them in Liverpool and see if they can all communicate.
We'll get somebody from England, send them to Liverpool, they won't be able to communicate.
Well, yeah, there is that. Yeah, I've got to be careful with that because I work with a couple of Scousers, and we do communicate very well.
Right,
most of the time.
Yeah, in written form only.
Yes, yeah. Well, occasionally he'll so like there's one guy I work with, and he'll start throwing out all sorts of like analogies for things. He'll be like, "Oh, learning to do something is like trying to drink from a fire hose." And I love some of the analogies he comes out with. They are really good, and I feel like I'm slowly learning the skill of, saying this is like doing something completely unrelated, but also quite humorous at the same time. But occasionally he'll say something, I'll just be like, "What did you say?" And he'll say it again. I'll be like, "Slow down. I'm English. Or I'm not Scouse. I don't understand what you're talking about." Makes him laugh. So
yeah,
we have a good relationship.
Yeah. An alternative to that could be you could make up sort of like Family Guy cutaways.
Yeah.
So you could you could be chatting away like Peter Griffin, and then just say, "Yeah, this reminds me of the time." Just make up some like weird stuff that you did. Yeah.
That'd be funny. See, that would be funny if I could actually then do a cutaway, like in real life. Just show a cutaway. That would be really funny.
Yeah. Well, you wanted to do a YouTube channel with recreated cutaways.
Did I?
That was one of your ideas.
Was that one of the ideas?
That.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes to prove I'm definitely an ideas guy, but I clearly have not delivered this.
No.
I mean, I've had loads of other ideas since then. I mean, I don't remember coming up with that idea. I definitely didn't write it down. So, but I've had many ideas since then.
Yeah.
None of which have been delivered. So, yeah. Like, hang on. Actually, no, they're all a bit more serious rather than funny, but I'd like to try and make them funny. Yeah,
your ideas noted.
Yeah, I'm literally looking at my ideas notes, but actually some of them are, if I told you what the note was said, you'd be like, okay. Obviously, just things like, okay, so I went to Glasgow a couple of weeks ago for work, and literally I've lost sleep since that trip because I lie awake at night going, did I just make myself look like a complete twat throughout the whole day?
Right.
Throughout the whole event that I was there for. It's like, I mean, I was there on time, that was fine. But then I spent most of the time sitting there going, I have no idea. You asking me questions I don't know the answer to. And then we all go out for lunch. Everyone goes in one direction. I've gone in a different direction, and then I am the last one back from lunch. And everyone's sat there waiting for me, and they even go, "Oh yeah, we're waiting for you." And I'm like, "Okay, sorry." And literally, I lose sleep over that shit. So now I'm like, "Can I make a YouTube video out of that?"
Yeah.
And I'm even thinking of like animation style as well, because I'm really getting into like drawing and stuff for my university course. I have to do a lot of like artistic type stuff, and now I'm like, well, maybe I could turn this into an animation type thing.
Yeah.
Like I say, it's all ideas, and I write the ideas down. Am I going to deliver it? I think we all know the answer.
The problem, yes. It sounds like me. The problem is the time it takes to create an idea, minimal. The time it takes to actually get something done is a great deal more.
It's much more.
Is always going to be the problem. If I had a team of people who could deal with all my ideas, then that would be a lot more productive.
Oh yeah.
I would just think of something and then somebody else can do it. And I'll be thinking of something else.
Yeah. I have loads of ideas, and I generally write most of them down. I think what I need to get to is the point of, which I guess is kind of the point of why I'm doing, my university studies now anyway, is to get to that point of how do I get it from idea to finished product? And it's like, I can sit here and generate ideas all day. Especially once you get into that space and your mind just starts running away with you with ideas. You're just like, right. And then, I take voice notes, especially if I'm really in a flow of ideas. I'll just start recording and be like, right, there's this, and then there's this, and then that could happen, and this could happen, blah, 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 blah. Then I'm like, right, now I've got to sit down and write all of this out and script it, or figure out the process of getting it from there to finished product. And I don't have that kind of time at the minute.
No, who does?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, people who make money out of it, apparently.
Well, yeah.
People who are actually successful.
Yeah. And then it doesn't take long before they've then got a team. So then they can continue to have the ideas.
Yep.
And then the team deal with it.
Yep.
Just need a team.
Just need a team. That's all we need.
Let's get some teams.
Yep.
Yeah. So, anyway, I'll tell you what happened to me today.
Oh, it sounds serious.
No, well, not really. But it felt very real as an experience. I went to a petrol station, and I thought I'm a bit peckish, so I'll have something to eat. And I could, where they have the hot stuff, hot counter thing, and they had a bacon and cheese turnover. And I thought, oh, that looks quite good. So I had that. It was so good. It was spot on. Because sometimes it's like they've been there for a very long time. Mm-hmm. They're a bit overdone. This was absolutely spot. I've talked to other people about this. It was really, really good.
Okay.
But it was so good, I almost instantly regretted not buying two.
I'd say, did you go back for another one?
I was tempted, but the problem is, then I was on a dual carriageway.
Wounded.
I couldn't quite justify it, but I wish I had.
But think of it this way: you've done yourself a favour by not buying that second one. I mean, yes, the first one was really good, but think of your waistline by not buying that second one.
Yeah.
Think of the calories you saved yourself.
Yeah.
And also, the second one is never quite as good as the first. I find.
I feel like it would. If it was the same, I think it'd be better. And also, I think I'd have the satisfaction. I'd be thinking, I'm eating the second one, and I'm so glad I bought the second one.
Okay.
I think that would be worth it.
All right.
Yeah.
I'd be too busy thinking to myself, this one's cooled down a little bit, so it's not quite as, it's not quite as hot. It doesn't taste quite right because of that. It's like in my youth, when I would go to McDonald's, I'd never buy one double cheeseburger. Never. It'd always be two.
Right.
And the second one was never as good as the first. Right. Ever. And I regretted it every time. Every single time. I just wish I never bought it. Just wish I stuck to one. Or had the balls to buy one, eat it, and then go and buy another one.
Yeah.
But it was just as fresh.
Or maybe the first one deals with the hunger, and then you can relax and enjoy. No, actually, that doesn't work. I used to use that as an excuse. So when I get home from school, I'd say, "Oh, I'm really hungry," and I'd be told, "Oh no, dinner will be ready soon." Soon, yeah, right.
Soon, TM. Yep.
Yeah. So I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I just want a little snack," and well, it'll spoil your dinner. And I'd say, "No, actually, this is what's going to happen. If I have a little snack, then that will take away the hunger, the immediate hunger, which means then I'll be able to enjoy the delicious food that we're waiting for." Now, I thought that made sense.
Sounds logical, yeah.
Yeah, it does sound logical.
Never worked out that way, right?
Yeah.
Nope.
No. But, anyway, I've been thinking about that bacon and cheese turnover ever since.
You're going to dream about it tonight. You're going to wake up salivating like that. Oh, I need a bacon cheese turnover.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out whether it's sad that is the highlight of my day, or whether it's good that I have a highlight of the day. Because imagine if I didn't have it. Well, exactly. I suppose something else would be the highlight, wouldn't it?
I was going to say, something else would be the highlight.
If you did nothing at all, the highlight of the day would be waking up.
Yeah.
So you still got a highlight.
So right, okay. So here's my comparison for that, or my reasoning around that is so last weekend before, whenever it was, it was last weekend, last Saturday. I literally took the day for myself. I literally spent 2 days crunching on an assignment for my university course, and I was like, right, I'm just taking Saturday for me. And I sat down and I just watched TV all day. I blasted through my YouTube list. I started watching Marvel movies again because I had an idea that I wanted to watch one. I only wanted to watch one, but I was like, I can't watch this without watching everything that came before it, because else it won't make sense. So that's how my mind works. So the highlight of my day was I just got to sit there and do nothing.
Yeah.
That was literally my highlight. I didn't have to do anything that day.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I didn't cut the grass. I didn't do any laundry. I didn't clean the house. I just sat on the sofa in my hoodie and sweatpants and just watched shit TV all day. It was great. Glorious. What a day. I need more days like that. Yeah, no, it was a good day. Well, like I say, that became the highlight. That was the highlight. I didn't actually get to watch the movie I wanted to watch, and I still haven't watched it because there's a lot of movies that came before it. So I'm currently you're binging Soldier. I'm binging Marvel movies. Well, not binging them. I'm just kind of watching them when I have a couple of hours spare. Whether that's before bed or over a lunch break at work, and I'll kind of start watching it, and then I'll just have it on my iPad while I carry on working. That kind of thing. That was the highlight. The low light was I didn't get to watch the movie I actually wanted to watch, but maybe this weekend.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I've got 2 days off, so
yeah,
because it's a weekend. I've got shit to do this weekend, actually.
Fair enough. If you want to spend the day watching TV, spend the day watching TV.
Yeah. Well, that's what I want to do tomorrow. But I actually have other things I need to do, so I won't spend the entire day watching TV. Excuse me, TV. I got hiccups now. I won't spend the entire day watching TV, but I will spend some time watching TV.
Yeah,
or watching movies. So
yeah, that's allowed.
Yeah, I was talking to the other half about that earlier on. I was like, the next in my Marvel movie watch list is Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange. It's a good movie. And I was like, no, but I've got to do some stuff for university. I've got to do some stuff for some work things that's happening next week. I've got to do some preparation work around that. So that's what I need to do. And she said, well, why don't you watch Doctor Strange on your lunch break? And I just thought, I didn't actually say it to her, but in my head, I just thought, no, I can't do that. As soon as I put that movie on, I ain't moving off the couch. Because it's Saturday. I won't move. No, I want to do all my work stuff first, and then I'll go and watch Doctor Strange, and then, if I have time, more movies after that. And then I'll do all my laundry and gardening. And actually, I won't do gardening this weekend because it's going to rain. So, no gardening this weekend. Yay! But I'll do my housework and stuff on Sunday morning. So I love being an adult. Can you tell?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, as long as you're able to take a break and, like you say, take a day to do that. If you were a woman, you'd be calling that self-care, I think they call it.
I'm a man and I call that self-care.
Yeah, I know, but it comes across as just laziness.
It is also laziness.
Oh, yeah.
I am very, very lazy. I work very hard to be lazy. Now, I remember the last job interview I had, I said, I think these exact words, almost verbatim, I work incredibly hard at being lazy.
Yeah.
And the person interviewing me kind of looked at me, and I then went, in business terminology, I am efficient. And he kind of looked at me and went, yeah, all right, I get that. And so I then told him the story about when I was living in my flat, the only flat I've ever lived in. I literally took a cupboard. There was like a double cupboard under the sink, and I wanted to put a dishwasher in because I fucking hate doing the dishes. Hate it.
Yeah.
So I took the cupboard door off and I hacked. There's a little baseboard that goes underneath it, and I hacked that with a saw just to get rid of that. Went out and bought, a cold water pipe splitter for the cold water, so I could run a pipe. Because one went off to the washing machine, the other one had to go the other way to the well to put in the dishwasher. So I had to go do that, and I had to plumb it all in and leak test it and all that stuff. Also, I could put it in the dishwasher, so I didn't have to do the washing up anymore.
Yeah.
I worked really hard for a whole weekend just so I didn't have to do the washing up. Like, to the point that everything I'd used for that week, and that week it just was on the side by the sink. I didn't want to wash it up because I knew I was putting a dishwasher in. I was like, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to use the dishwasher.
Yeah,
and I worked really hard to get that thing installed. That's always I love that story when it comes to telling people how I'm efficient. Yeah, I put in a lot of effort for, what would probably seem minimal outcome, but has many long-term benefits. The downside of that is when I then moved to a place that didn't have a dishwasher or room for a dishwasher, I was back to washing dishes by hand. And then, because I hate doing the dishes that much, I then went out and spent money on a countertop dishwasher. So a little box, probably about as wide as my chair.
Yeah.
And probably about as tall as from my shoulder to the top of the chair. That sat on the counter. And you filled it from the top with a jug. And it had a little waste pipe that came out that I then put into the sink, so it would just run straight down into the sink. And that was my dishwashing solution in my last house.
Did it work?
It did, yeah. It works quite well. I mean, the downside of it was very small, so I basically had to use it every day.
Right.
Because it was so small. It wasn't so like my dishwasher now, where I live now, again, pulled out an crappy old dishwasher that doesn't work. I had to redo some more plumbing stuff because for some reason the one that was in there fed off of the hot water, not the cold. So I had to buy another pipe splitter to split out the cold water to go from the tap to the sink and then into the dishwasher. Again, put in a lot of effort to make that work. Bought new fittings for the drain pipe under the sink to make sure the dishwasher could go in there because, again, don't know how they did it before. There wasn't one there. So now I have a big dishwasher again. But I don't use it every day. I use it maybe, at the most, twice a week, depending on what I've cooked and how much stuff I've used. I try to keep it down to like once a week. But when I've finished with something, it doesn't live on the side by the sink. It goes in the dishwasher. And then when the dishwasher is full, I turn it on. Yeah, it's efficiency.
I was watching a thing. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was an argument for having two dishwashers. So the argument being that you have a clean one and a dirty one, and this would swap. So basically, what you do is you use your dishes, put them in the dishwasher, but you have the other dishwasher you take stuff out of.
So, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, so rather than taking stuff out of the dishwasher and putting it in the cupboard, you just take it straight out of the dishwasher.
And then you don't have anything in the cupboards. So it gives you all the cupboard space. You just have two dishwashers. Kind
of genius.
Yeah.
I'm kind of here for that.
Yeah.
I think I might actually be here for that.
I thought you might be.
So I remember somebody, an old colleague from the organisation, she once said to me, because again, my disdain for washing dishes is not unknown by many people. And I'd say I hate doing the washing up. But when I did get the gumption to do it, I'd do it, but then I'd leave everything on the draining board. And then I'd be like, but now I've got to put it, dry it up and put it all away. And she said to me, she was like, no. You wash it, you put it on the draining board, and then you just leave it there. And then when you need something, you just take it off the draining board. Why waste the cupboard space? I was like, this is actually kind of genius.
Yeah.
That is kind of genius. And then to stop dust and stuff from getting on it, just put your tea towel over the top of the dishes. Yeah, problem solved.
That works. Although it is clutter. Whereas with two dishwashers, boom.
Yeah, I don't like clutter.
Everything's away, everything's clean. Good.
Yeah. I don't like clutter, says the guy that's got shelves full of clutter.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I left my camera there. Oh, never mind. I was looking at myself in the camera. I was like, "What's that behind me?" It's my tripod with the camera on it. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah. No, I don't like clutter. So actually, the 2 dishwasher idea is not a bad shout. I'm not sure it's worth the few £100 it costs to buy a second dishwasher. But it is actually kind of a genius idea, and I might be here for it. The trouble with that, though, I think that would rely on using the same things all the time.
Yep.
Whereas, my pots and pans, crockery varies from week to week. I don't always have the same meals. I don't always cook the same stuff every day or at the same time every week. So, like at the moment, there's a giant casserole dish in my dishwasher ready for the next cycle, because that's what I use to make popcorn.
Right.
Which everyone's gonna get in the chat and be like, "Why do you make popcorn in a casserole dish?" That's because it is the largest pot that I have. Because I'm fat and I like popcorn, I want to make as much of it as possible. So I use my casserole dish for that.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, on the hob.
On the hob, yeah. On the hob, put the lid on. Obviously, it has a lid, so you put the lid on, and yeah, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Popcorn.
Fair enough.
Takes a few minutes, but it's fine. It's like the only time I wish I had a gas hob rather than an electric or ceramic hob. Because ceramic hobs take a little while to heat the pan up, whereas gas is just it's there, done, you're ready to go. Like,
yeah, I think the benefit with gas is not so much the buff; it's there already. It's you can
turn it off. Yeah,
yeah.
You just turn it off and the heat is gone.
Yeah.
Whereas ceramic, that's another thing. It's that I'm getting pretty good actually at kind of timing when to turn the ceramic hob off, to still then use the residual heat to keep the food cooking. And as it kind of boils down or kind of slows down a little bit, I'm like, right, it's ready now. And then pour it out, or whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm getting pretty good at that.
Yeah.
I still prefer gas though.
Yeah.
Much prefer gas.
Yeah.
But hey, I rent the place. Beggars cannot be choosers.
Well, yeah.
As they say.
Well, they do say that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my bit on efficiency for today. Be efficient, everybody. Yeah, and you can be lazy, just disguise it as efficiency.
Yeah. Hey, CJ, should we have a cat of the week?
Sure. Let me hit the button.
Hang on, let me find my cat.
You get the cat ready.
I've got the cat ready. Hit the button.
Cat of the week. Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Classic. So there we go. Here's our cat of the week, but it's also a little challenge for us, as it says there. What would you name him if he was your cat? And for listeners, I should point out that we're looking at a mostly white cat with little grey bits. Quite a pretty looking cat. Blue eyes. Blue eyes?
I'll say those blue eyes
Very
are quite
blue
striking,
eyes.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. White cats with kind of grey bits and striking blue eyes.
Yeah. Would you say it was
very
a fat
floofy
cat or just very fluffy?
It looks very floofy. Yeah. It's the neck that gives it. I mean, that's my excuse.
Yeah.
When people think I have a fat neck, I go, no, it's because I've got a beard and it's floofy.
I've seen you without a beard.
I know. Yeah. So anyway, what would I name him if he was my cat? I mean, what would you name him if he was your cat, Ed?
Do you know, I'm not sure. It might be something to do with his appearance. So something like Snowy.
Snowy can work, yeah.
Who's Snowy? Snowy's the dog, Tintin's dog, isn't it?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, Tintin and his dog Snowy.
Yeah.
There's a white dog. Snowy, yes. Chalky.
Yeah. Thinking Mickey Blue Eyes.
Yeah.
That was a movie starring Hugh Grant many years ago. I've never seen it.
I vaguely remember that. Yeah.
It was Hugh Grant and I want to say James Caan And it's like James Caan. The bit that I remember is in the trailer for it, James Caan is trying to teach Hugh Grant how to talk like someone from Brooklyn or something.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
By saying like, "Get the hell out of here" or something.
Mm.
And then Hugh Grant tries it and butchers it, and then they end up in this argument of how to pronounce the word "here."
Mm.
So yeah, Mickey
so
Blue Eyes. If ever I had a cat that was incredibly fluffy like this one, I would absolutely just call it Baron von Wigglefloof.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. It's a name that's been in my head for many years, and I've always said if ever I end up in that scenario, Baron von Wigglefloof.
Excellent.
And I might just call it Barry for short.
Yeah.
Because of course, as we all know, Barry is short for Baron. It's not. It's really not. Oh,
there we go. So, is anybody in the chat? If you're in the chat, what would you call that cat? If you're in the chat, what would you call the cat?
Hey, that rhymes.
It does.
You're a poet, and you didn't even know you were making those words rhyme.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so there we go. Yeah, I think maybe. Yeah, what else was I thinking? Snowy cloud face. Well, he hasn't really got a cloud face, has he? Looks a bit like a sheep.
Sean.
Sean, yeah.
Sean the sheep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can top Baron von Fliefen.
I'm sure you could if you tried. I'm sure you could if you tried, but that might take some time. Ideas don't just come out. Actually, no, they do come out of the blue.
Perhaps all these animals, particularly ones like that who look quite regal, should be ennobled like you have. If you're going to hand out Baron, all sorts of peerages and titles we could give to cats.
See, I was just trying to think of something for it could be Duke someone, and then all I came out with was the Duke to Pomfret from Don't Lose Your Head.
Right.
The old Carry On movie, Carry On, Don't Lose Your Head, based on the French Revolution.
Yeah.
The Duke to Pomfret. I mean, me saying it more isn't going to make you remember.
No.
Duke or I mean, you said regal. Yeah, I guess could have noble. Or I was thinking prince, but then I was like, prince what?
Yeah. Prince Fluffy Pants.
Yeah, Prince Fluffy Pants. I was thinking
Prince Fluffy Britches.
Yeah, Fluffy Britches. I was thinking Prince Cuddle Fluff. Then again, actually, with the colour of the eyes, you can easily call it Sapphire.
Yeah.
I guess I have more of a girl's name, though.
Yeah. Princess Sapphire Fluffy.
Yep.
Face.
Pants. Yep.
Fluffy bloomers.
Yep. I've also said if ever I have a cat, like a black cat that has white feet, it is being named Socks.
Right.
Because it looks like it's wearing socks.
Yep.
In case you didn't pick that up.
Yeah.
Socks would absolutely be the name for that.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've discussed it here, and I've spoken to someone about it recently. Like, if ever I got a dog, I'd really want a beagle, and to call it, or actually to get 3 beagles and call them Athos, Porthos, and Aramis.
Right.
So 3 musketeers.
Yeah. Musket hounds.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, dog, and that was it. I could then get a 4th. There was maybe something completely different and call him Dogtanian.
Yeah.
So with Dogtanian and the 3 musket hounds.
Mm. That's a disappointment.
What, my singing? I know. Sorry.
Yes, it is. No, I was going to say the program itself.
Yeah,
I rewatched that recently.
It's not good, is it?
It is poor.
Yeah, it is very poor. Poor animation, poor storytelling.
Yeah.
But then again, it was a kids' show made on a shoestring budget, like many kids' shows when we were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, one of my favourites when I was growing up was like Hong Kong Phooey. I mean, I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to show that show anymore. You know.
Oh yeah, well, I mean everything's racist, isn't it?
That's it, because everything's cultural appropriation and all that nonsense. But I used to love Hong Kong Phooey. I remember going. I think I found some clips and stuff on YouTube, and I was like, "This isn't good. This is actually terrible."
Yeah.
But my favourite character out of that show, surprisingly, was not Hong Kong Phooey. It was actually his sidekick, Karate.
Right. Batfink. There's another one.
Yeah, Batfink.
Do you remember Batfink?
That's a good show.
Yeah, and his wings were
his wings are like a shield of steel.
That's it. Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah, it'd be shot at and they go ping, ping, ping off his bat wing.
Yeah. Yeah, Batfink was good.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, right, what other cartoons did I watch as a kid? I mean, I watched all the Hanna-Barbera stuff. You know, Johnny Quest, Flintstones, Scooby-Doo. God, there's so many of them. So many Hanna-Barbera shows. Yeah. We used to have, what do we have? I think we had
Top Cat. That was good.
Yeah, Top Cat was good. We used to have, like, I'm sure it was a Johnny Quest VHS back in the day. VHS tape of Johnny Quest. But before the show started, it was like this whole, commercial, for Hanna-Barbera shows, and it like just went through all of them, and they like did like this kind of medley of theme tunes as well. Thinking like, think about like the Grease Lightning Mega Remix song or whatever from Grease. They did something similar with that, and it was like, the Scooby-Doo theme, Johnny Quest, Flintstones. What was the other one that I just mentioned? I don't know, whatever. But yeah, they were all there, and I was like, I used to love those shows. They were great.
Yeah.
They've all evolved now, though. I don't know if Johnny Quest is still on. I used to really enjoy Johnny Quest. It was like, Kid Super Spy before Kid Spies were really a thing.
Yeah, I don't really recall that one. Never watched that one. Used to watch the what was the one with the one in set in the future?
Jetsons.
Yes, that's it. The Jetsons.
It's the only kids cartoon I could think of that was possibly futuristic.
Yeah.
Jetsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else?
Johnny Bravo. Love Johnny Bravo. I watched a video on YouTube the other day of like some guy in an airport, and he's got a big Johnny Bravo blonde wig on and the sunglasses and everything. And he's just walking around an airport acting like Johnny Bravo.
Oh, I know what you mean now. Because I couldn't quite remember that, but yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that used to go, and he was a complete womanizer, and again, just wouldn't be able to get away with it today.
Yeah.
He would absolutely be Me Too'd.
Inspector Gadget.
Yep, Gadget. Go Gadget, go.
Go Gadget, go.
I used to love the theme tune for that. I think that's really what got me with a lot of these shows, was the theme tunes were what drew me in as a child. And then I just ended up enjoying the show, because they'd obviously dot the theme tune in throughout the show as well, and be like, there's the theme tune again. Gadget was one of them. Freakazoid. I don't know if you ever saw Freakazoid.
Super Ted.
Super Ted. Yeah.
Banana
Man. Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse.
Powerhouse. Wherever there is danger, he'll be there.
Yep. Count Duckula.
Yeah.
Count Duckula was
a good one.
Yeah, I loved. See, Duckula was definitely top 5, along with Danger Mouse. Sorry, I haven't trimmed on my mustache today, and it's tickling my nose.
Okay.
That's why I keep rubbing my nose like this. Yeah. In case anyone was Sharky and George. Bex, thank you, Sharky and George. Welcome.
Who was Sharky and George?
Sharky and George were the crime busters of the sea. They were detectives.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they were under the water detectives. Sharky was a shark, and George was not. I can't remember what George was. It was a fish of some kind, but yeah, they were crime fighters. The crime busters of the sea. Sharky and George.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Okay, fair enough.
No, after my time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's definitely me as a child, Sharky and George. But yeah. What a shout, Bex. That's amazing.
Do you know what I quite like, which is a little controversial? No, not that. It's I forgot what it's called now. Peppa Pig.
Never seen it, and I don't think I ever will.
Yeah.
I have no interest in Peppa Pig.
I think, if you don't have children, it's it'll pass you by. But yeah, Peppa Pig, I quite like that. But people don't like it. They say, I say people, I mean adults. Adults don't like it. But the thing is, they've got an issue with Peppa Pig as the character.
Okay.
They're like, oh, she's just a whiny pig. But no, I don't mind. That doesn't put me off. My favorite character, apart from Daddy Pig, who is, I don't know.
Is he you?
I see a little bit of myself in that, but is what's he called? Pedro Pony. So there's Pedro Pony, who's like sort of a bit of the Joker. He's like the is he the class clown? He's like the Dave Tucker of the Peppa Pig world.
Is he like the class clown?
Yeah, a bit like that.
Right, okay. I'm with you.
Doesn't quite get it right, you know.
The kids shows that I watch now, and I say now, I haven't actually watched one for a little while because I got rid of Netflix. But on Netflix in the UK is Teen Titans Go, which is based off of the cartoon Teen Titans, which was like an anime show, which was based off of the Titans, who are DC superheroes. Robin and Cyborg, Raven, and some other characters, for those that aren't sure. Teen Titans Go is 100% a kids show, but there's enough nostalgia and Easter eggs in that show for me that I really enjoy it, and I just find the show really funny anyway. I think that was the last kids show I actually watched.
Yeah,
and if I ever get Netflix back, that's probably the first thing I'm going to watch again.
Excellent.
Followed very closely by Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right.
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, Teen Titans is one of your favourites, and also one of the favourites of my 9-year-old son. So there we go.
Yeah.
Shares where you are.
I have no shame. I don't care. I love this show. It is so good. Like
it's not bad, but the thing that confused me was because I kept on thinking that the what was it, the one with the cloak,
Raven,
is like a ghost or a skeleton. But it's not. It's just like a normal person. But
yeah,
they put the cloak on and they just look a bit weird.
See, you have to look at it as when they put the hood up and their face goes black and all you see is their eyes. That's the shadow from the hood.
Yeah.
It took me ages to figure that out because I was just like, that's really weird.
Yeah.
Because then all you can see is their eyes and the mouth.
Yeah.
And then when they take and I was like, oh, it must just be like the shadow caused by the hood. Because I thought it was some magical thing. I was like, no, it's just it's just a shadow.
But they do all sorts of different things, and like even different animation styles, and in different episodes. It is actually quite good.
Yeah, it's quite good. I find it really entertaining. And like I say, when they do some of the more interesting episodes, like you say, they do one where I think it's like one of the bad guys is control freak, and he's like, "Oh, this is what you looked like, 5 years ago or whatever," and we didn't even get to see a final season or something, and it cuts to the original Teen Titans when it was more the anime style. I love that show. That was so good. Titans go.
Yeah. So anyway, Bex was back in the chat there saying I have terrible taste.
I mean, you can't be mad at the truth, Ted.
Well, no. And do you know what? You can't be mad at Peppa Pig, and I think people should wind their necks in about her.
I know people get a bit upset with Bluey.
I quite like Bluey.
See, I hear Bluey is quite a morally thought-provoking show for kids. Apparently they've tackled some quite sensitive issues in Bluey. I think it's certainly the person. I don't speak to many people about this. The person I've spoken to about Bluey just says, I hate the accent. I'm like, okay, fair enough. The Australian accents are
okay.
enough to put them off.
Right. Well, I mean, apart from like that sort of casual xenophobia about Australians, I think it's actually quite a good show. There's there's a YouTuber called something Oddballs.
Oh, you know what?
Who did a really good video about Bluey.
Yep, that's where I learnt all the moral stuff. Yeah,
there you go. There you go.
So I discovered the Odd Ones Out for myself a couple of weeks ago, and I can't stop watching. Like right. I'm at a point where I want to go back to his very first video and just start watching from the beginning.
Right.
Like I've watched all the sewer waste stories, and to be fair, I've actually looked at a lot of his stuff around character animation, and that's where this whole animation idea has kind of come from for some of these stories. Yep. I'm like, well, that's what he does. And I'm like, maybe I could do something similar, just different.
But he's got a Netflix show as well.
Yeah, it's called Oddballs.
Yeah.
Yeah, seen it.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
But also, again, I came out of that and went, this is quite clearly a kid's show, but I really quite enjoy it.
Well, yeah, why not? And he's got a crocodile.
That's it. Talking crocodile called Max.
Yeah. Yeah.
I have, I know, when it arrives, I will have to show it to you.
Right.
So I ordered, as part of my collection of YouTuber plushies, which you can't see on the camera right now, but up on the shelf up there are some, let's say, collectibles, like some of the merch from other YouTubers and other things. So I've got a Reginald von Kluck from Grey Still Plays. There is also a Fat Gus from Mark Rober. Actually, that's it, to be fair. There's a couple of other game-related plushies up there.
Yeah.
But I've ordered a James plushie from Odd Ones Out. I ordered that on my birthday, actually. That was my birthday gift to myself. And it hasn't arrived yet. It did say like 3 to 4 weeks shipping. So that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Not that I've just outed myself on when my birthday is or anything, but whatever.
Fancy that. We actually found some sort of cultural references that we actually share.
Right.
Knowledge of. That's something, isn't it?
That is something. I'm pleasantly surprised by it. I really enjoy the Odd Ones Out. The whole the whole animation thing. I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I might try and use that as some inspiration. So then I started watching some of his videos about like the kit that he uses, how he does the animation, how he recycles drawings, and I'm like, actually, this is really interesting stuff, and maybe this is what I need to. And then I watched a live stream that he did years ago. It was like a video on demand from VidCon. And again, he goes through his kit, he goes through the writing process, goes through the recording process, working with other people and what tasks he assigns to them and all this kind of stuff. I was like, that is actually really useful information to me as someone who wants to dabble in animation at some point when I get some time. It will probably turn into another, well, I've tried it and I've done it and I'll just move on to the next thing. Yeah. But, I love that kind of stuff. I really do. And it's like, I've got an iPad, I can draw on it, so why not just use that? Yeah. Yeah, if I really want to draw something, I don't have to buy anything else. I already have stuff to do it. Just have to find time. Yeah. Get anything I need. Yeah. Oh, well. Yeah, the Odd Ones Out. Yeah. Love the Odd Ones Out. Yeah. Not sponsored. No. but do still go and check it out. Yeah, go check out the Odd Ones Out. It is really good. It is really good. Surprised that he started while he was still in university, in college, as they call it over there. And but still going today. Yeah. Well, I just realised something. I mean, talking about not having much time, we didn't have the time or thought, in fact, to change, because we've been on the screen now for an hour and a half nearly. Yeah, I forgot to mention it earlier. It's my fault. Well, I did that other one. I did the thumbnail. You did the thumbnail, yeah. And then right below us, we got misinformation. Yeah. So this is real misinformation on YouTube. It's going to get blocked. No one's going to be able to watch it. Yeah.
Starmer will send us to prison for this misinformation. Yes, indeed, we are every Friday, but we are now at 9 p.m. UK time. That is 9 p.m. UK time. And then when we have an absolute cock up when it comes to the tech, we'll then be every Friday at about 9:15 as well.
Yep. Yeah, every Friday, precisely 9 p.m. ish.
Yeah, on the dot.
On the dot. Yeah, no, I spotted that as soon as we started. I was like, it's too late now. I'm not going to mess around with that.
No.
But you can do it afterwards when we're done with the show for today.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is a good time. I just need to not get up at 5 a.m. on a Friday. That's my real problem today. I didn't sleep great last night, and then I had to get up at 5, and now I'm just like exhausted.
Let me tell you something. I got into really bad habit, especially when we've been doing live streaming on a Friday night. Particularly when we were starting at 11 o'clock, I had this really bad habit, and I can't understand quite why. But I mean, I sleep really badly anyway, right? Getting to sleep.
Yep.
But for some reason, Thursday night, I had no chance. Very often, Thursday night, I would just be up straight through, and then exist through Friday.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And then you can only imagine how tired I was by the time we start streaming at 11 o'clock.
Yes. So what's the deal there? What's going on? Why can't you get to sleep on a Thursday?
Stupid brain.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I get it every so often. It's rare that it causes me not to sleep at all, but it does happen. But what usually is I'll go to bed at a reasonable time, and by reasonable times like 10, 11 o'clock-ish. After watching a TV show, and then I'll feel myself getting. I know I've said all this before. I'll feel myself getting tired, and I'll go to bed. But by the time I've gone upstairs, gone to the toilet, brushed my teeth, gotten into bed, etc., I'm then just wide awake.
Yeah,
and I'll lay there for a couple of hours wide awake.
Yeah,
and a couple of times it's been like, you get to that point where I'm like, it's like my alarm's going to go off in like less than 6 hours. Now I'm panicking because I'm not going to get enough sleep, which then keeps me awake longer. And then I get to a point where it's like, okay, my alarm's going to go off in 3 hours' time. I'm just going to get up. I'm just going to get up again and just go and do stuff, and be productive.
It is almost as though like there's, after not sleeping very well, then there's one night where there's absolutely no sleep whatsoever, and you just continue through. And that's like a reset.
Yeah.
Because at the end of that day, boom, you're going to be out like a light.
Yeah.
And then you can get back into some sort of semblance of order. So every now and again, there'll be a complete night of no sleep, followed by, I need an early night.
Yeah.
And then before I know it, it's the morning again.
See, I try that on a Friday night. Because I want to stay up and game, and I want to game with my friends who are in America. So, like, by the time we finish here, I mean, now that we do this earlier, I've actually got a bit of a gap in between.
Yeah.
But I'll then want to stay up and then game with my friends. But then next thing I know, it's 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. I'm like, I don't want to go to bed because I'm going to waste the day. So I'll stay up and I'll try and do stuff, but I'll end up napping on the couch or something. But then I'll get a really good night's sleep on Saturday night.
Yeah.
Which works for me. And just for reference, I'm not doing that tonight. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. And I've got, like I said, I've got shit to do tomorrow that I want and could probably do with being focused on. But yeah, it's really odd. I try and force if I try and force myself to do it, I can't do it.
Yeah.
But if it's like naturally occurring that I just can't sleep that night, well, I can't sleep that night. Never mind. Doesn't bode well for working the next day, I have to say.
Yeah.
It then means that I'm hanging out my arse the next day, and I'm not being useful or valuable because I'm so tired I don't even know what fucking day it is half the time. No, I get that. I'm trying to do other things. I like drinking like herbal tea before bed, and about an hour before going to bed, have a cup of herbal tea. I'll say herbal tea. Red bush tea is what I tend to drink. But I have in my shopping cart for this month's grocery order is Twinings Sleep, which has got like chamomile and apple and other stuff. And a friend of mine said it really helped him. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a go. And for like £2.50, I'm not going to complain if it doesn't work. So I'll give that a go. But that won't be until like week after next when I get my shopping in. So, but yeah, I find sometimes drinking a Red Bush tea will help. But again, if I'm just wired, I'm wired, and I just won't sleep. So I've come up with a new plan, which is I'm going to buy another TV and I'm going to put it in my bedroom. I've been against TVs in the bedroom for a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't think it's conducive to a good night's sleep. But what I'm finding is, like I say, I'll be falling asleep on the sofa. Like I'm there and I'm like my eyes are going, my head's going, and I'll snore myself awake again or whatever, and then I'll be like, right, it's time to go to bed, and then that's when I'm wide awake. So now I'm like, well, if I just put a TV in the bedroom, I'll just move my nightly TV watching routine to the bedroom.
Yeah.
Makes
sense.
Yeah, exactly. Also means I can watch adult content not on my phone. No, I'm kidding.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So I'm at some point going to get a TV and put it in the bedroom.
Right.
And like I say, I can just put on a bingeable show or like a throwaway show that I'm not really paying attention to, just on that TV. And at the point I just start falling asleep, I just press the button to turn it off and roll over, and that's it. I'm done. Sleep.
Yeah.
So when I buy that, it'll happen at some point in the next couple of months. I assume, or I feel. I'll report back on how it goes.
Great.
Maybe it'll help. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll be the worst idea in the world.
Like
I say, I used to have a TV in my bedroom when I was younger. When I was still living with my parents. That's because I wanted to watch my shows and play my games and do all sorts of stuff. Yeah. And I couldn't do it on the TV downstairs because they were watching Coronation Street or whatever trash they were watching, Vera or something. So I'd go upstairs and watch on my TV, and then just turn it off and go to sleep. It wasn't good. I don't think I slept very well when I used to do that, which is why when I moved out of my parents' house, I went, well, I have a whole place to myself. I don't need a TV in my bedroom. So I just kind of stopped doing it. When I moved in with Romanik, the TV I had in the flat then went into the bedroom there. But what I found was I was never using it. I'd literally just be like going to bed and that was it. Because again, he and I like the same stuff, so we'd end up watching the same shows or the same movies, and it was cool. So I never used the TV in my bedroom. And the other part of it was I didn't want to be that housemate that has the TV in his room and is keeping the other person awake because I'm watching TV. And I'm like, this guy's a paramedic. I don't want to keep him awake. He needs his sleep. So I never used it. Just never used the TV in my room, so I got rid of it. Actually, it went into the loft, and then when I moved out of that place, I plugged it in to test it, and it didn't work, so I just got rid of it. Okay. And then bought a new TV, and I still have that TV today, and that was 3-4 years ago.
See, where it's just me, I wouldn't even turn the TV on, really.
No?
No. Because if I want to watch something, I watch it on my phone.
Okay.
But sometimes it's quite nice. Like, in the studio, I've got a big TV. But in reality, I would just cast the whatever I'm watching on my phone onto that. Yeah. And then probably just play games on my phone whilst watching TV.
Well, that's the measure of how good a show or a film isn't it? Is how long before you then pick up your phone and start doom scrolling or playing games or something. Yeah. I mean, I've done that before. Like, if I've been like in the kitchen cooking and I've got YouTube on, or I'm just kind of again scrolling through YouTube. If I find something interesting, I'll kind of leave it there, and then when I go into the living room, I'll put the TV on and then just cast it to the TV from my phone, rather than trying to go into YouTube and then go to the history and find what I was watching. I'll just cast it and there you go, done, piece of cake. I'll do that. I try not to stare at my phone because what happens is, I'll be like holding my phone. I'll be watching. You can't even see. There you go. I'll be holding my phone watching, and then my arms will get tired, so my phone slowly starts doing this. And the next thing I know, my head's pointing down like this, and then I get a strain in the back of my neck. Yeah. So I'm like, I would put it on the TV. Yeah. put on TV. See, and again, I'm into watching movies and watching TV shows. That I don't say they require a bigger screen, but they're just better on a bigger screen.
Yeah.
I think the most I probably do at the moment, if I'm not using the TV and I do want to watch something, which, as I alluded to earlier on, when I'm working, I'll put something on my iPad, which sits next to me in the office. So while I'm working, I'll just kind of glance over to it, and if I miss something, if I'm watching like YouTube videos and I miss something where people are laughing, I'll just like double tap, go back 10 seconds or whatever, and watch it again. I'll be like, yeah, that's good. Back to work.
Talking of different types of screen, though, at what point are you likely, if at all, to adopt the VR headset?
Unlikely. I'm not sold on VR. I think the technology's come down in price, and but I get mixed reviews on it. Some people are like, it's the best thing since sliced bread. Others are like, no, it makes me feel sick. And I'm just like, for the content that I absorb, I don't see a benefit to it yet. I think the only thing that would cause me to get a VR headset is if I really got back into like flight sims and driving sims games. But even then, I'm like, I much prefer a fixed screen.
I'll tell you, I went. I took my son to the RAF museum. Not the one. I mean, we've been to it. Yeah, we've been to the one down in Hendon.
Hendon, yep.
We have been there, but no, went up to Cosford.
Okay.
So RAF Cosford, there's a museum there, and so we went there, and one of the things they had there was a VR headset style thing about what was it, flying in a Spitfire. And I thought, well, this is going to be a bit naff, really, isn't it? Because you wear a headset, you sit in a normal swivel chair,
right?
But it's like 360, so you're looking around, so you can see the pilot behind you, and you look to left and right, whatever. Anyway, it sort of takes off, and you're flying around. And if we've both flown in small things, so you know what it feels like to do that and do barrel rolls and loop the loop and all that sort of thing.
Yep. And
actually, it's really weird because even though there's no movement in the seat or anything, because you're just on a normal seat, it felt like it.
Yeah.
The mind really felt like it.
Yeah, the mind does play tricks on you on things like that. It makes you feel like you do. I mean, you see it all the time in, clips, YouTube and Instagram videos and things where people are just falling over when they're wearing a VR headset because your mind is just completely tricked into thinking it's doing something it's not.
Yeah. But from a sitting down point of view, I wouldn't want to use it standing up.
No.
Like you're just asking for trouble. But sat down, effectively like a flight simulator, it was absolutely spot on, and it really felt like you were moving, to the point where it sort of gets you in the stomach.
Yeah,
but it was really weird because I knowing what that feeling is, it's that feeling.
Maybe it's more than a feeling.
Maybe it was
more than a feeling. Anyway, okay, maybe I'll be taking a trip to Cosford at some point then.
Yeah,
maybe around July time, perhaps. Yeah, maybe. Okay. I think that's it though. I've actually never used it. I've never used VR, so I don't really know if I'm going to like it or not. But I'm looking at it like for the amount of money that you could end up spending for half decent equipment. I just don't know if it's going to be of value to me, which is why I haven't done it.
Well, it's the thing. I hadn't used it, and therefore I just assumed it was going to be naff. But actually, that was good. But that very specific thing, though.
Yeah.
So it might not, otherwise, if you're just like, oh, I'm wearing VR, oh, I'm in a room, oh, look, there's a window, there's a door.
Yes, that doesn't interest me at all.
No.
Even like, on people, when you're on your Xbox and things like that, and they're playing fucking Jedi Survivor or something. They're swinging a lightsaber around, thinking they're in Star Wars. I'm just like, it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the flight sim thing does appeal. I've seen people, I've seen videos of people who are then like wearing VR headsets and doing. You can look around, but then even then, I'm like, I've got this thing over my eyes. I can't see anything apart from what's on the screen in front of me. How do I know what buttons I'm pressing? Like on a controller or something? You know, when I'm thinking about games, I'm like, there are things to press on the controllers. You know?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Or I don't know where my mouse is to then go off and click something. Or is that how does that work?
Yeah.
That's I can't wrap my head around it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I might try it one day. If ever I come across a VR headset that's at a good price that someone's just kind of selling because they just don't want it anymore, I might pick it up. Or I might ask a friend if I can borrow theirs and try it that way. It's I might try it. Bex has been back in the chat. Welcome back, Bex. I tried VR with Resident Evil, only for a few minutes, but it seemed like it would be pretty cool. Was it pretty cool? That's the question. But I get it from when you're wearing a headset and you've got the controllers in your hand. Yeah. And you can do things, you can shoot or whatever. I understand it.
Joystick if you're doing. Do you still have joysticks? Yeah, I see. But if you're doing like a flight simulator thing.
Got one right there.
Can't see it. It'll be blurred.
It's blurry, but it's there.
Right. Okay.
Blue thing with a big black phallus-looking thing sticking out the top.
Oh right. Okay. I assumed it was something else.
I mean, could be. Things could be more than one thing, Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's like from that perspective, it's like, okay, I get it. That's. But like, all the game controllers that I've got, all the flight sim controllers, they all have buttons and they all do stuff, and it's like, what I can't do is do it by feel. I can't like feel for where a button is, and I'll end up pressing the wrong one or something. Yeah, it's that I like to be able to actually see what I'm doing with it, which you just can't do. So what I actually have when I'm doing flight sim or driving is I have like a motion tracking thing. I can't remember what it's called. It's on my phone. So what it does, it uses the camera on my phone to track the motion of my head, and that links to my computer, and then the screen moves as I move my head around. It's kind of cool, but it's all limited to just what's in front of me on the screen. Yeah. Which is the downside to it. So it's like you end up doing this thing, and I'll demonstrate. So that's the screen in front of me. I want to look down in this corner, so I have to do this, but keep my eyes on the screen so I can see what it is that I'm looking at. Okay. Yeah, your eyes have to stay locked on the screen in front of you. Yeah. And you end up I end up straining my eyes half. Yeah.
See, I still think it's a bit. Well, I mean, it feels a bit weird, but you can have the. For example, if I use my phone as a camera for the computer, it will track where I am, so it'll follow me around the room, and that's kind of a little bit unnerving.
My camera here has had an update, and it can do that now. It can actually do a couple of interesting things, and I'm going to do it because I'm going to show you because I find it really funny. I think it's pretty cool. I just got to find the right thing. Hang on. Elgato.
Whilst you're doing that, Bex was back in the chat. She said it was pretty cool, but I only watched the introduction to the game. I didn't play it.
Okay, fair enough.
Some of the buttons are on the screen, and you point the laser to it.
Okay.
Oh well, there you go. There's a way.
Yeah. So I've now got face tracking on here.
Oh.
So I've just turned it on. Hopefully it will work. But if I shift out, there you go.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Right. So that works. And then there's also now a thing on here called eye contact. Now I remember Microsoft advertising this thing ages ago with their latest Windows devices.
Yes, I think I know what you.
So when you're like looking down at your screen, it uses AR to put your eyes up to the camera, so it always looks like you're making eye contact. Now I'm gonna demonstrate here. Oh, hang on, no, please run. There we go. So I'm looking at you now. I'm gonna look over here. Look, You see, my eyes are staying with you. It's freaky. It's so freaky. Oh, it's so good though. I saw it. I was like, it just made me laugh. I think I'll turn it off now, because it's stupid.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it was very weird. But there you go.
Yeah.
But we'd have some fun with that one.
Yeah, maybe technology's gone too far.
I mean, for pure entertainment value, I love it. Purely on entertainment value alone. But yeah, I would never use that in like a Teams call or anything because it's just freaky as hell.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Not least because it will cut out like it did there.
Yeah.
It sort of cut out for a second, and then all of a sudden you're looking in a different direction, and then you're looking back.
Yeah, it glitches. Everyone will be like, "You okay? He's tweaking over there. He's tweaking." Oh, yeah, it's good. Good shit. Oh, sorry. Oh, get myself comfortable. I love this now that I can move around and the camera doesn't wobble. It's so good. Stops you from moaning anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Doing podcasting and then coming away feeling quite seasick that can't be right.
Well, no longer a problem.
Yeah.
And the problem has been solved. This case is solved. There's classics, the Pink Panther movies. Or Inspector Clouseau.
But also another classic cartoon.
Yeah.
Pink Panther.
I have a DVD of like all of the Pink Panther cartoons, like the classic ones from whenever they were made.
Yeah.
Again, that was another one. I tried binging it and couldn't do it. Even though they're like 10-minute cartoons, 5-10-minute cartoons. There was like 140 episodes or something. No, it was more than that. However many it was. And I think I got like a quarter of the way through and just went, I can't do it anymore. I'm done with this. No. But great if, again, you've got young kids and you just need to put something on to entertain them for a little while. It would be great for that.
Yeah. Another thing I found, which is also good for that, and yeah, I have tried Pink Panther and it does work well, but also Morph. Do you remember Morph?
I remember Morph.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Morph for ages. There was Morph and Pingu and
Oh yeah, Pingu.
Loads of other claymation type shows.
Yeah.
I say loads, I can't think of any more.
Yeah, I saw something on the internet. No, not that. It was the it was a clip. No, actually, it was a screenshot from an episode of Pingu, and it had subtitles, and the subtitle just simply said "Talking Penguinese."
That's awesome. You don't even get to know what they're saying.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
right.
I tell you what I was going to do. I was going to go through a couple of things on Reddit. I know we had that cat of the week. But as we're drawing very swiftly towards the 11 o'clock mark.
Okay.
I'm thinking whether or not we draw things to a close for tonight.
You can do one if you want.
Well, let me remind myself of what I've got.
I say if you have a funny one, an actual fun one that maybe isn't someone just bitching about their husband or whatever. Yeah. No,
that's
basically all it is, isn't it?
Well, here's the short one. It's a little question for you.
This one, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's, is it normal? What's normal these days? Is it normal that I find most of the problems I hear people have with their relationships are just unnecessary drama that can be easily avoided?
Okay.
And not just in love relationships, but with friends, family, and so on. There we go. Most of the time, I'm the one who listens and doesn't talk that much. What I noticed when someone is sharing the problem they're having with another person is the problem could have easily been solved if they would just be honest with each other. Also, a lot of the time, people are just bothered way too much about the stuff that is unimportant or doesn't affect them at all. I know we're not complicated and that not everyone feels like me, but I still find it weird and want to talk about it.
So he's done the exact thing that he wants to complain about, which is essentially go to Reddit and post your problems.
Yeah.
That's quite
right. Yes. It's usually bollocks.
And yeah. I don't know. I'm a believer that all problems can be solved with starting with communication.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking talk to each other. You got a problem, you got to talk about it. Because if you let it fester, it's going to end up on Reddit. I was reading one earlier on, and it was like, posting this from a throwaway account because the people I want to talk about are on Reddit. And I'm like, so what's a throwaway account going to do for you? Yeah, they're still probably going to see it. Maybe.
Well, yeah, if they realize that it's the problem that, but I don't know. I mean, anyway. people have some issues, don't they?
Yeah, most of the time. And this before the show started, and I said to you, I'm like, I've got one, and I'm looking through it, and I'm just like, it's the same nonsense, and it's literally this.
Yeah,
it's just people who are just like, am I overreacting for my brother's fish's children taking a dump on another fish? And he's fuck off, don't care. What? I was literally reading this shit, and I was like, I don't care. I just don't care about this.
Yeah. Well, that's half the trouble. And this is the trouble when it comes to looking for things for the show. Yeah. Because you look at it and you think, this is just nonsense. Why is that even a thing? Yeah. Why is that even on the internet?
But it's the same stuff. Am I the arsehole for throwing out my pregnant sister? I don't know. Are you? I feel like you already know the answer to this question because you've posted it to Reddit.
Yeah.
And why do people go to Reddit for it? What's a therapist?
But
talk to someone who's actually paid to listen to your bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Except then they'd have to pay for it, wouldn't they?
Well, there is
you
that.
Put it on Reddit, and then they can get the validation that they're looking for. Because what they're hoping is that people go, "No, you're not the arsehole. You're fine. It's the other person."
Yeah.
I love it when it doesn't work out that way.
True.
People tweet something and they'll say, "Oh, bloody blah, 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 blah," and then they just get a complete and that's a backlash. Yeah, I think if you make somebody delete some comment about something, or make somebody delete a post, then you've done the Lord's work. Because maybe they've gone, actually, no, I'm in the wrong here.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to pretend that never happened.
Yeah. Yeah. What was it? Because we had that one a few weeks ago, and it was the guy who was. Oh, it was the girl who fessed up to the guy that she used to be a sex worker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, again, I just remember reading that and we spoke about it, and I think even at the time I was just like, if you're posting that to Reddit, you clearly have a problem with it. So you either need to talk to her about it and get over it, or you walk away.
Yeah. What he was actually doing is posting it on Reddit to get other people to say, nah, leave, go.
It's literally people looking for validation on Reddit.
Yeah, they're just looking for somebody to basically have their opinion so they can go, okay, it's not just me then.
Yeah. But, I mean, you've got to be true to yourself and true to your values. If it truly bothers you, I mean, like I say, for me, first thing is, you got to start talking about it. Not to Reddit, to the person that's, involved. And then decide whether you actually want to stay or go. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. That's me. That's me basically just completely dumping on everything that we do here when we look at Reddit trying to find things to talk about.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, being here in the first place.
Yeah. Why are we even here?
Yeah, we just have to validation. That's why we keep on saying, "Hey, get in the comments."
Yeah.
Get in the chat.
Get in the chat, everyone.
Because we're deeply
insecure.
Flawed people.
Yeah, we're
insecure.
Deeply insecure. We need validation.
Yeah, we do. So,
validate us, internet.
Yeah. But we don't get it.
Yeah.
We don't get it. But there we go.
There we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
And now we can wrap up, I think.
I think we can probably wrap up at this point.
Yeah, sorry.
Although there was that did make me think of something there.
I'll go.
Well, how we perhaps we don't get the validation we want, but there is a way of doing it on what's now been billed as being on easy mode. Now with AI, in terms of how we come across in it visually, and in what's the other thing, audio, we could use AI to turn ourselves into two very gorgeous young ladies, except for the fact that we'll probably still be talking about Soldier and Pingu, and that might not be quite the thing. But yes, so there we go. There are ways in which we could increase our engagement by pretending to not be us.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Maybe that's the way ahead. It's the absolute opposite of the advice that people often give, which is just be yourself.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's where we've gone wrong all these years.
Maybe it is.
Well, anyway, folks, sorry about the early technical issues.
Yeah, my fault.
Yeah, entirely. No, we'll put that down to. No, it should work. It should have worked.
It should have just worked. It usually just works.
Yeah. But things should just work.
All right, just means I get to change my process. That's okay.
Yeah.
I like nothing more than change.
Yeah. And on that note, please do not forget that we are here every Friday at 9 p.m., not 11 p.m. So do not believe your believers. Do not believe your lying eyes when you look on the screen. Yes, if you want to get in touch, can do. You can leave a message. You can put something in the comments or whatever I was supposed to say then. You can also DM me at Ted James Media. You can DM the show. You can find us that way. Or you can email us at
cjandted@thetuesdayshow.co.uk.
That's the one. Until next week, goodbye.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe. Etc. Bye.